Welcome, everyone. Episode 2 of Three Guys Making Comics. How far we've gone. This is the podcast about, the wins and sometimes the defeats of making comic book pages. My name is David Omar Lopez, and I am a comic book artist.
Hello, I'm ALberto Doriguzzi. I'm also a comic book artist from Italy.
And my name is Lech Kaminski, and I'm just scratching the surface of the task. So I'm going to be the first one to share my struggles throughout the week. If I know what to click. Entire screen, go. And hopefully this one. Yeah, so last week I did this thing with that panel still not being what I like. But honestly, it ate me away so much that I couldn't, for 3 next days, I couldn't bear touching it. So this is what I've produced pretty much during the 2 days, like Friday and Saturday were. And well, it's the opposite. Like we have the angry grandpa who is parenting his grandson, and they will probably slaughter the village. And on this one, I've just done the very opposite. Obviously, it's not colored, but you can see the king panel is at the top, while here it was at the bottom, and it goes through the eyes onto the view. And this one also goes through the eyes onto the view of what's being seen through the mother's eyes. So we have a very dramatic page as the first one. We flip the page and we move to kind of a serenity of motherhood. So this is not perfect, and I think I'm going to leave it as it is for I don't know how much time before I finish it, but I'm done with this page. Like, it took too much out of me, and I'm not going to nag about how much I stress over work and so on, basically how much work takes the energy out of me during the week, but I should have probably done twice as much work during this week, which I just failed. So yeah, I admit to failure. Now it's your turn, guys.
Okay, you go, David.
Oh, okay. So I think there's going to be kind of a theme because unlike last week where I've already showed my piece finished way before I talked about the process of it, this is actually a preview of a page that I've been wanting to finish but have not. So first of all, I'm just going to take a second and share my screen. And guys, let me know when you can see that.
Yes, I can see comments right now.
Okay, and I'd just like to talk a little bit about the platform that we're using to keep up with our work with each other and our collaboration, and just make notes or whatever you need to do as either a team or a solo project. You got Comics Flow here, comicsflow.com. Like I said last week, you can organize and schedule your creative workflow, keep track of your time, not have to use spreadsheets, all these other systems. And of course, you can get started for free and check it out and see how it works for you. But if we go deeper into my Comics Flow account and we click on that.
Oh, yes.
So here is page 4, which is the page that follows the page that I showcased on episode 1. And these big pink rectangles are actually all the pain points that as I was drawing it, I came across. So um, I'll just go down these pain points. And again, I'm still working it out, trying to figure it out. A lot of it is anatomy, some of it is just composition work. But as you can see, the first one, the first panel, I'm pretty okay with it. I think it has some good energy. Again, this panel would be kind of just encompassing the whole page, and it would get broken by this panel here. That's what the green panels here are, kind of my they're my work in progress uh, panel, so I can see where everything is laying out. One of the first pain points here, and again, I'm working digital, so one of the pain points here is just the construction of the weapon. I've drawn it a few times, but it's not perfectly in my head how it should look. But the cool thing about digital is that I took this part of it and then I just mirrored it and added it here. But of course, I have to figure out how this part is all connected and how that's going to flow. I think the skeleton guy will be good, except here. You'll probably notice that I have a big job here because this looks a lot like they could be intercrossing hands, or maybe even looking like they're holding hands. So that's definitely a big part of what I'm working on. And of course, here's just the failure of anatomy. The feet do not match the top, and that's just something that I need to figure out how posing will be there. On top of all that, this is not the final pass, so a lot of it is just sketched out black shadow work here. It looks okay, but there's still all these little pieces that need to happen. Here we have the shot of our protagonist. Somehow it's getting the upper hand on this running skeleton and stabbing him somewhere in the shoulder. Again, I'm working through the whole process of what details should be here, how the details will go against the fur cape. And again, the fur cape, it looks like a fur cape here, it looks like a cloth cape here, and that's just consistency issues. And of course, the biggest thing here will be the last panel, which is kind of there's a lot going on here, and it has to be very clear to the audience what's going to happen here, or to you all readers, that he will be in silhouette here with this figure kind of draping off, and somehow I have to, without text at the moment, and with the big sound effect, lead the person reading this or looking at this into the next panel, which will be a big splash. Again, these are a lot of pain points, and it's a page that honestly has been on the back burner for a long time. But I hope that by talking about it here, I can kind of get my head around how it can be fixed. Because I know that in the end, it will be fixed, because every page I've done before this has had issues like this, and it's always, in the end, gets fixed. And that's the great part about comics, is that eventually, if you just go through the process and you do the step-by-steps and you fix this and that, it's going to look like a page that makes sense, or at least you hope it makes sense. We'll let the readers have the final call on that. So that's really what I wanted to share this weekend. This week.
Thank you. It's very nice.
And I'll stop sharing.
Okay. Super. It's my turn now. Let me share my. Can you see it?
Yep, perfect.
Okay, fine. So this week I worked on my first splash page. It's a double page. I'm just showing you a bit of the process from the beginning, because I love to make it. There's a lot of perspective and change the terrain and everything. I finished now the inks, and I want to put on it some screen tones, maybe tomorrow. And I finished the page. I'm happy with it. The point is that I'm very tired because I used to draw in the evening, and usually very late. And I'm starting. My plan was to start as I end my dinner, but with family and stuff, it becomes later and later. And in the end, I start usually almost at 11 p.m., more or less, maybe also later. So my drawing time goes on, and my problem is that I'm just watching the time, and I see maybe 2 a.m. and I'm saying to myself, okay, now I should just stop, but let's make a bit more because I'm enjoying the process. So I draw a bit more, and times run, and it comes 3 a.m. And so I just accumulated a lot of let's say hours of not sleeping. And where do I want to go with this? I'm recording everything because I like to make the reels and the stuff for the socials, and I can see how much time it takes for every panel. So I try to understand how much time it takes for me to make a page, and it's something between 2 hours to 3 hours. I mean, only for inking and for screen close, of course. So I just track time and talk to myself why if I see that I can make it just in 3 hours, I should just start before so I can just sleep a bit more. So in the beginning, my idea was just to draw more as I can to finish the project earlier as I can. The problem is that I'm now start to be very tired and I need to sleep. And in the weekend, I can just meet the family and stuff. I can sleep as much as I would like. That's the main problem. So yes, tracking time is very important because I finally really see how much it takes to make a page. So now I'm trying to start earlier. So I'm sure that maybe at 1 a.m. I will finish a page, and that's my next goal. So I know that can finish pages, which is just a big goal for me. But the second point is to don't die on on drawing comics like a mangaka. I mean, and yes, next goal is to start earlier, maybe at 9, 10 p.m. And in 3 hours finish a page. So that's next steps. On the other side, I'm very happy with the result currently. Of course, there are details that I don't like and stuff that I'm seeing, and I'm thinking, man, it's so bad. But I want to finish my project and use the mantra "finish, not perfect." I honestly think it's a good point of view for making stuff. So, guys, that's all. I don't know if you want to say something or we just leave it here.
Yeah, I think everybody gets their off weeks, and we're we're separately kind of just dealing with it. But like I said, every page we put up there, or we shared, or we produced, or we published, it's just part of the process, like you said, Alberto. So
Yes.
my goal again is to just finish it and deal with it.
Yeah, let's just
That's it. Yes, exactly.
how do you say it? Tackle your way through and just move forward.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Okay, then that's all for today. So, guys, read more comics, love your pets, of course, and like and follow us on Substack and everyone else.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Until next time.
Cheers.
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 Bye-bye.
See you. Bye bye.